usually MLM will do that. They really promote one star player. Oh, she makes, so I talked to my other people and she's like, how much she make? I tell her. And she's like, oh, my other sponsor, she's making a 30 grand a month and she only did it for a year and a half. I'm like, wow. Then I know the sales for that particular company, then look at it. Let's say let's say pizza this big, and let's say this company is about the same pizza, they have to share. And one girl takes 34% of that, then what do you eat? Right? Very small pieces, but we cap it at 50. It means we don't give out 34 million to one person, we give $500,000 to 68 people. That's their concept, and I'm really like you. Because even if I really work hard, it would be really painful to see our partners not making it, right? And even if we're not in the same group, we share the seminars because we all kind of gather at the top because they don't pay more than a certain amount. So a lot of people, there's one leader who came to Korea 2 years ago and he was cutting at 20 million every day. We're like, wow. And the next year he came, he said he was cutting at 100 million. But you remember, the maximum is 50 million. So every day he's flushing out just about 100 million PVs every day. If we leave him to go, then he'll just keep going through this unlimited, right? Then he'll make the 30 million, 60 million, and we'll be left with like $2 a month. So having the cap, unlimited everything, but having the cap is very, very important. So all those commission, all those PVs comes back into the pot so we can manage. And even that guy started from $75 a day to $50,000 a month. Some people take 3 years. They put it back into it and make it. Even if it takes 10 years, even if it takes 15 years, I don't know any position or job after 10 years paying $50,000 and you're pretty much guaranteed, as long as you stick around and we keep working at it, that you all meet at the top. It's not just one star player making everything. So 50,000 sounds so far, then start with the very first one. Sales Master is the very first mastership, and what it is that a month is cut in half. First to the 15th, 16th to the 30th. So what they do is they do it for you so you don't have to count. So they count all the points that accrued, and if it's more than 2.5 million, 2.5 million, so 250, 250 within the 15 days, then they give you a bonus. So given that you already have 700,000, the bonus is about 450, 500 nowadays. So that nets you with the general commission mastership bonus is about $1,000 for the 15 days. $1,000 you can live without. $1,000 residual income is different. If you work at a financial industry or any industry dealing with investment, you know about $2,000. So one period $1,000, and the second period another $1,000. That's $2,000 a month as a sales master, auto sales master, and you might still have to work another job if you have to live on it. But as a residual income, you can invest with that money. Then it's a condo. It's a condo, 2 plus then a condo. So we know the power of residual income. That's actually on the back of my business card. If you understand residual income, you would walk through a brick wall to get it. So $1,000 a month from an MLM company, backed by solid consumers, I find it very, very, very powerful. And this is what happens from people buying toothbrush. So my daughter thought I was selling, she thought I was a toothbrush salesperson because I'm always like, here. And I explained to her, I help build businesses, and she's kind of understanding. So yeah, people literally just buy whatever they need for themselves, and that, because it's unlimited, we work as a team. So sales master, like I said, 1,000, so about 2,000 to 4,000, but a lot of sales masters can make up to 8,000 if we have more products. So up until this point, this company is what? 7 years almost, but we had barely 100 products. But this year alone, they're launching just more than 100 products this year. That means the company realizes that this infrastructure is holding that much of products. So come another 100, another product, so you have so many you can shop, so you don't have to spend money at Costco and here and there. Then easily up to $8,000 being a sales master. and Diamond Master 4 to 8, and Sharon Rose 10 to 15 and all that, and the maximum is 50,000. But you see that out of 20%, 10% goes out to Sales Master, and understand it this way, they're really generous at the bottom who's beginning the business. So what happens if you really invest your time instead of doing other jobs, but you're investing your time on this, and after a few years, you want to know the people are sticking around. If you make that $1,000 from this company, nobody leaves. Even if you don't do business, people still shop their products here. So robust foundation after a few years, then less things to worry about for sure. So yeah, it goes on all the way to the Imperial. But Diamond Master, they don't talk about the points anymore. From here then, they don't talk about sales anymore. They talk about how many people you helped out. So sometimes if you're really good fisherman, then sometimes it's easy to just kind of give the fish. Or you catch and you give. Sometimes it's better to do everything for your kids, or feed the kids, and just clean their kitchen. But to teach her how to eat, it's a disaster, right? I had this plastic thing on the floor, and then I let her eat. Few days she learns how to feed herself. So that's what we do. If you know how to get to that point, if you became a sales master, then you kind of know how that person can get there. So instead of you doing all the sales, you help 1 and 2 each side. You help them become sales master themselves. Then automatically you become a Diamond Master. So I become a Diamond Master last September. The beautiful thing is, that 15 days my commission was $2,200. That 15 days. But she was here with 2 little kids. She became a Diamond Master herself too. And she was on my one side. So I calculated. And not counting my mom or my mother-in-law or some friends that are just probably getting some cash back. Just the people who got promoted that period, I made $2,000, but the team altogether made more than $10,000. I was like, wow. And nothing came out of my pocket. If you own a business, paying $8,000 as a payroll is not a joke. It's a thing that you have to, you lose sleep over. Rent and the payroll. So $8,000 came from my little team last year, and I was so happy. So what I do, I know how to become a sales master and a Diamond Master. What I can do is help every person who's willing to look into it, tell them where to look for information. I don't sell my experience. I just started this 2 years ago, but I know where the information is. Then there, and here, and I explain a little bit of the drill to get there. That's all we do, and everybody's happy. Sharon Rose, same thing, 2 Diamond Masters in each. Now I'm working on helping them to become Diamond Masters. Then before I know it, I'm going to become a Sharon Rose Master. Right? It's a beautiful thing, not 1-star player eating everything, all the way up to Imperial Master. Same thing, they give all kind of things. So, just because you started, maybe you signed up today, and I started 2 years ago, any other company, that usually means there's no way you'll catch up with my income ever, because I'm always going to be taking all yours and that. But no, our system is about balancing. So even if you started today, that doesn't mean you'll get there later, and especially even if you get there later or sooner, we all meet at the top, and that's a beautiful thing. So, this picture is just one of the random pictures, but when I went to check the Korean scene last year, when the first time it was February of 2015, and they're saying 200 people are making more than 100,000 plus, 200. And she said, the leader said, to pull that amount of people making that much money, you have to pull 4 top banks in Korea to net about 200 people making that much money. And 10 months later, it's now 300. And yesterday I was talking to Paul, he's in Korea. He said there are 400. December to what, now June? And if we haven't pulled the June, so we're talking about May. So within 7 months, another 100 people making more than $100,000. So this picture probably a year and a half ago, there's some young people here, but 70-80% just like house moms. No skill, no particular smart maybe, but they love the products and they just love to talk about it, but they stayed in the system. Because telling 5 friends will not get you there, right? But if you understand that their system, like the support system from my past profession, they're really hands-on. Like I'm sweating, but I'm really I'm really worked up. I'm really having fun telling anyone about this because I really believe that there are people like me out there. Just because they don't know about it, they're not working on it. Just because they don't know about the products, they're not using it. And today I was talking to a lady and I felt I got the goosebumps because she was just like me. She went to school here and spent so much money, getting the education, but it's garbage. These days it's really hard. And she has 2 kids and she stays home. And she feels like she's wasting away. We only like 30, 40, 50 once and you want the best out of you, but I don't regret staying home. I don't regret working full time, but I feel like I was never able to utilize myself to the tops. I was really just working from my own pockets and I felt like that was just enough. But now, how dare can I help another person? Making money is one thing, but realize her goals and dreams, it's an amazing journey. So to do that, I can't tell you everything at once, but I went to so many of these because they say you get 1 line of information that day and you will help your partners to use that next day. So I went to many, many seminars. So this is one of the local center programs. We have 1-day seminars every month and Success Academy just once every few months. That is almost for like 8-9 hours. I never sat at the classroom for more than 2 hours. Like, no way. Like, I couldn't sit properly for more than 2 hours. But what they do is, because this opportunity is unheard of, there's nothing like this. I'm always looking out. And always compare. I have to. We just have to. And I still come back and say, you know what? I can't find anything better to do with my time right now. They show you this opportunity in very many different facets, many different angles. So one person comes and she doesn't understand this part, but she sees it through this angle, and then she understands it, so she takes it as an opportunity. So from a long time ago, I had my kids, now she's almost 10, and I was never really happy about the time going by, because that just means she's becoming grade 4, that means I'm another year older. And it seems like men age a little bit better for some reason. My husband lost like 20 pounds and he looks like he's in late 20s. So people are telling me, yeah, you have to do something about yourself too. I'm like, hey, I have residual income. Fight that. I'm joking, but I just feel so happy that I know something that I didn't know, and I'm sure some people might not appreciate it because of past experiences. But if they have their open-minded and if they can see what you're telling them, then this is a really, really good tool. And all the stuff is, you pay for your lunch at the hotel. And I was looking at the menu, it's $45 for the lunch we got. You pay maybe $20, $30, and they set up the thing. But everything else is paid for by the company. They spend $4 or $5 million a year to rent the hotel, to rent everything else. You just gotta go and plug yourself in and see what's inside. So absolute everything, it's abundant, that word, but I understand there's no way you can prepare something like that on a personal level. The company works really hard, and you just have to keep checking on it. And that's it for today. Thank you.